Okay, so this is another adventure out to the wreck. And so anyway, I brought two cameras. I got one on the front of my paddleboard, and I've got one in my pocket. And so I'm going to stuff my glasses in there, put my mask on, and jump in here in a second. I'm going to spit in there and try to keep it from fogging up, but it doesn't work that good. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and check it out. And so I grabbed the camera, and boom, I jumped in, and I come out, and I look at the camera, and apparently the housing did not keep the water out. It wasn't watertight, and the whole thing is just totally soaked. So that was a little discouraging. But luckily, I only paid $29 for it on Amazon. It's not one of those GoPros that cost $400, so it's easily replaced. So that's the good news. And I was lucky to have a couple waves to fool around with a little bit. Not too big. They're about ankle biter size, but still kind of fun. All right, let's go back in. I'm going to grab the other camera off the front. Now, hopefully that housing's okay. And we're going to take a look at some fish at the boiler, which is in the center part of the wreck. Look at all these fish. I mean, there was just a huge number of them out there. And as you can see, they're getting bigger. We checked that out. So anyway, then I went out and I found this giant patch of Sargassum seaweed. And as you can see, this is a great nursery for sea life. You see all these small little itty bitty fish? Those are all babies that are growing. And there's all kinds of stuff in there. So it's kind of a way of the ocean renourishing itself. Right now, there is a patch of seaweed that is 5,500 miles long. It stretches all the way from Africa into the Gulf of Mexico. And that's where all of this seaweed's coming in. The whole Caribbean is inundated with it. So I took the mask and snorkel and I took a look underneath the bed just to see what it's like. And in some portions it was like 2 feet thick. And let me tell you, oh, there's some seaweed on my head. So anyway, it gets really dark under there. But you can see all the different fish that live under there. And you can get an idea what it looks like. That's the sun coming through the bed of Sargassum seaweed. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this day. Seaweed Day at Delray Beach.